Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be going through what we all know in differentiation as the quotient rule. So actually the quotient rule tells us that, let us say if we are given a function, let us say f of x to be equals to a function u over v. Now what does the quotient rule tells us to do to differentiate this? So to differentiate this, a function of this form, the quotient rule actually tells us that we should take the bottom and multiply. So we use the denominator and multiply by the derivative of the numerator, minus you take the numerator and multiply by the derivative of the denominator. Then you divide your result by the square of the denominator. So you take the denominator and multiply by the derivative of the numerator. You do the same with the numerator and multiply by the derivative of the denominator, and you divide by the square of the denominator. So let's go through this. So it simply tells us that the derivative of f of x, which we will take as f prime of x, will be simply equals to v, which is the denominator, and we differentiate the numerator, which gives us u prime, minus now u, which is the numerator, and we differentiate the denominator, which is v prime. And now what we are going to do is we are going to divide all through by the square of the denominator, which is v squared. So this is actually what the quotient rule is all about. So let us go through some few questions so we can see how the quotient rule function. So let us say we have a function. Let me say find g dx of 3 plus x divided by 3 minus x. So how you go about doing this? You can pause the video and try to solve the question, so you come and check your answer letters. So welcome back if you actually post the video. So let us go through this. From our quotient rule, you see that we have to hold the denominator. Our denominator here is actually 3 minus x. So we are going to hold the denominator 3 minus x. We'll put that in a bracket premises, and we'll multiply by the derivative of the numerator. So differentiating the numerator, notice that when we differentiate 3 is a constant, and differentiating a constant in differentiation gives us 0. Now this is x, and we'll see this as x to the 1 power, so x to the first power. What we do is we multiply by 1 and we minus 1 to the power. So differentiating x will give us 1. Let us continue with the quotient rule. The quotient rule asks us to minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. So our numerator here is 3 plus x, and the derivative of the denominator will simply be negative 1, because we'll minus 1 to the power and multiply by 1. So this will just be negative 1. Now we'll divide all through by following still our quotient rule. We have to divide all through by the square of the denominator. So we will have 3 minus x, all that squared. Now to tidy this up, we actually have tidy this up, we actually have 3 minus x, because this one is going to multiply everything that's in the bracket, minus plus 3 plus x. Actually, why plus 3 plus x? Because notice that this negative sign over here is going to multiply 3, and this same negative sign here is going to multiply x. So we have negative 3 plus minus x, and we still have a negative 1 here. So this negative 1 times the negative 3 will give us positive 3, and the negative 1 times negative x will give us positive x. So that is what we have at the final analysis. All these will be divided by 3 minus x, all that squared. So to tidy this up, we actually have 6. So 3 plus 3 is 6. And now what we have here is negative x plus x, which is giving us 0. So the answer to this is actually 6 divided by 3 minus x, all that squared. So this is how the quotient rule function. So our dy dx here, so our d dx will simply be equals to this. Let us go through another simple question. Let me say we should look for dx of x minus 1. So x minus 1 divided by 6x minus 1. So we are going to be looking for d dx of this. Still using the quotient rule, we are going to follow the rule. So we'll keep the denominator, which is 6x minus 1. We differentiate the numerator. Differentiating the numerator gives us 1, minus, we'll keep the numerator, which is x minus 1, and we differentiate the denominator. Differentiating the denominator gives us 6. You minus 1 to the power and multiply by the power, so it's 6. Differentiating a constant gives us 0, so we have 6. And now we have to divide all through by what? The square of the denominator, which is 6x minus 1, all that squared. Now we have to tidy this up by expanding the brackets we have here. So this will just be equal to 1 times 6x will give us 6x, and 1 times negative 1 is still negative 1. So 6x minus 1. So this negative will be multiplying all through. So we still have plus negative x plus 1 times 6 divided by the square of the denominator. Now this 6 we have to multiply everything that is within the bracket. Notice the negative went through everything in the bracket. Now the 6 have to multiply. So we have actually 6x minus 1 minus 6x plus 6 divided by 6x minus 1, all that squared. Now notice that the numerator can further be simplified, because this 6x will minus the other 6x, and we have actually 6x minus 6x is 0, and negative 1 plus 6 gives us 5 divided by the denominator, which is 6x minus 1, all that squared. So we've come to the end of this video. If you find it helpful, please press the like button and subscribe for more videos of this type. Thank you.